Hello, friends. It is Monday and I need a fresh start. I am so ready to have a fresh start when it comes to my creativity and all of the things that I'm doing in my Sacred Feather Soul Journaling studio. This is a beautiful book that I created inspired by my friend Kim Pepper and her amazing class. I just loved it and I loved creating this book. I've used this book now whenever I'm inspired by God and whenever I'm inspired to write down a prayer, a Bible verse, just something maybe that I thought or saw that inspires me to live my best life and reminds me of who I am and whose I am. I love using black and white images against a beautiful colored background. I find these flowers on Canva and it's just so fun. I just search black and white flowers and all of these beautiful, gorgeous images pop up and I can make them as small or big as I want. And so I love using them in my journals. Sometimes I do color them in with a marker or paint, but generally I like to keep them when they're against a bold background. I like to keep them black and white. So I'm just gathering them now and placing them throughout my journal. I had written a prayer here, and what the gold and silver leafing is doing is just reminding me of the beauty in my prayer and what I thanked God for. I've decided to use these 2 pages to talk to my Father in heaven about some things that have been on my heart lately. And here I am just reminding myself through prayer that God renews my mind. And when I get still, I can hear him better. That I am just grateful for the constant support, love, and forgiveness that I am given every day. Writing these prayers down throughout the years in my journals have just brought me so much joy and hope. When I get down, some days I can go back in my journals and look, and so many times those prayers that I wrote down, those worries and concerns, they are a thing of the past because God, in fact, was there and heard me.